What happened after you joined the police force?
Mune nata kebiri dunta police force do ko kono.
Kabin dundanga training ba kabin parta training na.
When I enrolled, I had my training, and upon completion of my training,
In Samba Banjul police station.
I was posted to the Banjul police station.
Kabin boro yentara Makati.
From there, I was moved to Makati.
And when was this? When were you posted at Makati?
Sanjuma le moti sangome ye Samba Makati.
2000 na.
It was in the year 2000.
Can you tell us a little bit about your family background? Where were you born? Where were you born?
Ako ila dimba ila Kenya ye fango la kibaro iwuluta mintole.
Ifan fa wulta biamle. Fonyi kansala.
I was born in Biam, in Fonyi Kansala.
And when was this?
Oketa Sanjuma le
June kalo Tiliworo 1972.
6th of June, 1972.
Who are your parents?
iwulula lo mujuma nyolleti.
Fama to Aliou Barle.
Father's name is Ali Bari.
Fama to Seneb Cham.
My mother's name was Senabu Cham.
Did you have other siblings?
Ako foye dokolu sotole bang.
Ndokol siarale.
Yes, I have many siblings.
Can you tell us how many siblings you had?
Afonyeng idokolu mojelulem.
Doko bita fo motani sabadal.
My siblings are about 13.
And did you come from a monogamous or polygamous family?
Akoy bota dimbaya menkono amunta musu kilinne be ila ifama la karola bang fuasiata muskilimutile.
Musu sabala babu no.
My father had 3 wives.
Just if you can kindly name the 3 wives your father had and the different children he had with those wives, please.
Ako bitumbe lafila yenyimfo ifama la wo musu sabolu ye tolu fonyeng. Ani ni musu sabolu fanale dingulu menu soto ini fama foisiolu fanalu fono nyebang.
Yes.
Please carry on.
Akoy tenteng.
Musu fula wala mboto sana di.
The first wife was Botosane.
Musu fula nyam Fatima Jadama.
The second wife was Fatumata Jadema.
Saba nyam Seneb Cham.
The third one was Senabu Cham.
Please tell us the children each of those wives had with your father.
Afonyeng wo musolu kilio kilinye dingulu menu soto ini fama.
Ofo bukola muni jana.
Saying that one would be difficult for me.
Ari dol bandale.
For some are now late.
Yeah, just as far as you know, those that you can remember, please.
Ako bitung ite hakilo si menu mutano drong wolu si olufono.
Ndebijele.
I am among them.
Alaji Bari Bijele.
Alaji Bari is also there.
Sekou Bari Bijele.
Sekou Bari also is there.
Please tell us who your mothers were. If you can tell me the name of your mother and the children.
Alaftala nyami niye mento fo ya fo karile mu obamati pour salon jumale jumawulu.
Okay. Ke Fatumata Jadama.
Fatumata Jadama.
Ya Alaji Bari Soto.
There you have Alaji Bari.
Sekou Bari Soto.
You have Sekou Bari.
Ya Iso Bari Soto.
You have Aiso Bari.
Ya Mariama Bari Soto.
You have Mariama Bari.
Ya Mati Bari Soto.
You have Mati Bari.
Can you tell us the other children the other wives had?
Ole musudolu mi fanale dingulu menu soto.
Okay, Senabu Cham la Karola.
On the side of Senabu Cham,
Yende Soto.
you have me.
Ya Abdou Bari Soto.
You have Abdou Bari.
Yende Binda Soto.
You have Ndey Binta.
Was there another wife?
Boto Sane.
Boto Sane.
Ibrahim Bari Soto.
You have Ibrahim Bari.
Iswana Bari Soto.
You have Swena Bari.
Isubo Bari Soto.
You have Subo Bari.
Sayo Bari.
Sajo Bari.
Suba Bari.
Suba Bari.
Suba Bari.
Can you tell us where your family lived around the year 2000?
ako foy sa fonye no alla dimba ibe sirim mintolle 2000 sango kono
sirim komba birkama le
We were resident in Kombo Brikama.
You also mentioned an Ibrahim Barry, child to your father and Boto Sane, is that correct?
ako ye Ibrahim Bari tofo me ya lonko ifama dingolem atening Boto Sane le yosoto
Yes.
He was your half brother.
amunta o mu idoleti
Is he still alive?
ako fobe baluri na hani bi bang
No, he is not alive. He's not alive.
Can you tell us how he died?
sa nga bela fila pour ya fonye wo Ibrahim Bari afata nyaadile
ndabenu makati leno 2000
I was in Makati in the year 2000.
suite 12 mafmola
In the night, around 12,
balar na bunkono
I was lying in my room.
ndoku nyoyna bunda kongo
One of my co-workers knocked on my door.
akoye ko ma telephone rusi ma telephone call soto
He said to me, I received a telephone call.
e kon sa fo e fama kon sa fo ko
Your father said that I should inform you that
ikoto ma bantala
your older brother is late.
ko sa to men dina ko to mal to fo ye
Because the name that he gave me was the name of my older brother.
okay kabulu fano keta
In the morning,
wulta
I got up,
modo tana natana
I took a vehicle and came down.
atra yin silo wan beta silo tinyari mbake
At the time, the road condition was very bad,
atra fon bade fon ya ken komale
which meant that the burial was done in my absence.
kamen jila gara soto
When I came up to the garage,
nga taxi ta
I took a taxi
because sen koto mal kibaru la fon ko nyola bantanu
because it was the information of the death of my older brother that they gave me,
wo boda bakilin
and we were from the same mother,
am trusting together
but we were not living together.
so ntale waya
I went to his house.
wanda mo traje
I did not meet anyone there.
ngala bindano le traje
I met only his house helpers.
e ko ko wo finditale
They told me that he's gone out.
so ngo mota suba kono
I said, let me go now to the big house.
ara o time wala mobile man sia
At that time, the mobile phones were not abundant as today.
ke kabirum futa fu fire service bundada do
When I got up to the gate of the fire service,
amol tara foningel je sharinje mo jamal
I met youths gathered there. There were many.
so that taxi driver wo ni ngamle be kerenja
I then asked the taxi driver what was happening.
akoy ko fire service e dini dole bute bara dino yin fatale
He said to me, the fire officers beat one young person, but he's dead.
ga dini ji wala ma tolong
I asked him, which young man, do you know his name?
yo akoy ko ma tolong
He said to me, he does not know his name.
ken ko ni tawo yam fu sokono
So I continued that way up to the house.
Mr. Barry, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Before you move on to when you arrived at your family compound, just tell us what you observed about the environment at the fire service station. What were the people there doing?
ako jangibe futala ila alla korda kono ifutata fire service to momenna alafta ya fo nye yeje tara nyamin ye molu menu tara je ibe nyaadile anibe mune kekan
kam futala je mo je foninge jamal be bunduro le fire service je
When I got there, I found many youths, and they were throwing stones at the fire service.
yo jobe sharinje jawke
There was a lot of commotion there, serious commotion.
ko bo borla
Some people were running,
e be bunduro la
and they were throwing stones. Yes.
And do you know why the youths were behaving in this manner?
ako foyalo ne muna na funding kewlo be o manya ke kanje o tembo
am do ko driver explain nyamen ko fire service lo dini dolo bun dini dolo fa
Just as the driver explained to me that the fire officers killed one child.
so ngala sababu ko tawolti rek
So I think that is the reason for that behavior.
Are you saying that their behavior was in protest against the death of the youth that was killed?
ako amunta wallawo mammango elawo balambaya wo funding kewla sayale ya sabu wolbe o manya la fire service la korda to tembo
Yes.
Kindly tell us what happened after you arrived at your family compound.
tun silang afonya mbiri bota je futata alla suoko no muneketa
When I arrived, I found many people in the compound. I saw vehicles parked outside. And there was a lot of hailing. When my mother saw me, she said to me, Mbemba, he said to me, your brother is dead. But she did not elaborate because at that time she was distressed.
Did she tell you which brother was dead?
Amafe idoma jumale banta.
She said to me, Burama. That's how we call him at the home. She told me that Burama is dead.
Was Ibrahima, otherwise known as Burama, younger or older than you?
Ako Ibrahima ka fatele bam Burama andum fanam fo atele siate ti bam fo atele siatati.
No, tele siatati, ni siatati ba telefon. Ka kumandi Burama la.
I am older than him by far, but we called him Burama.
How old was he at the time of his death?
Atebe banna tumo mena utumo ay sanji jelle soto.
Maybe 15 years.
At that time, I can say he will be about 15 years or so.
Do you remember the date?
Ako fo hakilo sibula alumula le banga ke ko keta lumme.
No,
I cannot recall the date.
Can you recall which year?
Hakilo sibula sanju male mi woketa.
2000.
It was 2000.
Do you know if it was around March 2000?
Ako fo hakilo samuta ko March karo lemban 2000 sankon.
March lendal, March kolondal, March or April dal.
It's either March or April.
Please tell us what happened after you were informed that your younger brother Ibrahima passed away.
Saya nga fonyang biri nyin kibaro dila ko idoma Ibrahima bari wala banta saya ngo be ko la munena take.
Asino warta bakala because ni nang to ko Ibrahima bari.
This sadness was too much.
Dindi mereng.
Or someone like Ibrahima Bari, who a young child. Almost 15 years. He has not started anything yet in his lifetime. For you to be informed that he has been beaten to death, that sadness is too much.
Please tell us how you came to know he had been beaten to death, because you haven't told us that yet.
Saying a fonyen kibaro nyum frate manyadi le ka foko ya bute le fo ya fa jumale kilin yo fo ya kadu mo fo ila sadaro kono.
Okay, mfama kuma kwa fonye.
This was narrated to me by my father. When I got home that night, he called me inside the room and he explained this to me. He said he was in the market because the market is not far away from the fire service station. He said that they called him from the market and told him that Ibrahima had an issue with one of his teachers and that he had been taken to the fire station. He said so he left that way and went there. He said when he arrived, he found Ibrahima squatting and crying. Then he said to the fire service officers that they should release the boy to go home with him. They said that they will not release him until they shave off his hair. He said so. He also left Ibrahima with them and went away.
Mr. Barry, can I just kindly ask you some follow-up questions? You mentioned that Ibrahima Barry had issues at school. Can you tell us whether your father informed you what these issues were?
Ako ina mana tente ngalafte nyinin kala wairi ifama nyina foko Ibrahima anin ayakule soto karambungo to anin karamundo moro nyin fo ayo fanam fo ne ko nyin keta nyamin karambungo bang.
At that
instant, he did not tell me. All he told me that was that he had an issue and he took him to the fire station.
Do you remember what school Ibrahima went to?
ko foy hakilo sibulale Ibrahima be karan kan karam bunjumale to numotumo
Methodist secondary school, but Gavaji Foster School.
Yes, Methodist Secondary School, but the school is also called Foster Secondary School.
And where was this school situated at?
Nyin karam bun fon abe min to ma fanne wotumo.
Ani fire service nyabatri ni nyolo.
It was facing the fire station.
And in which region
Abe tundu jumale
or
ka.
district?
Wala abe ma fan jumale la.
Abe Brikama.
It's in Brikama.
Do you know or remember the name of the principal at the time of the school?
Ko foy hakilo sibula karamundo sutio nyin tolale wotembo bang.
Ka kumani Foster la.
Yes, he was called Foster.
When your father went to the fire station, as he narrated, did he tell you the names of the fire service personnel that he spoke to?
Where fama fonle tata han fo fire service officer to pour ka fo nyile ye dindingu diala ibalanta ko bitum wotembo fire service menu be do ko la je fo ke bañi mawlu tolu longa mawlu tolu fanam foyte fana ye bang.
No, I'm told for you.
No, he did not tell me those names.
Did he tell you how many of them he encountered?
Fama fo fanang fire service lu mojel le bije ay menu taraje.
No, I'm on Nangamo for you, but I'll more Sarajel.
He did not also tell me what number of fire officers he met, but I know there were many.
And apart from observing that Ibrahim was crying and squatting, did he tell you anything else about the condition that he met Ibrahim in?
Ko ay Ibrahima tarale ya nyonkotondi abe kumbo kan fo ala korosiroto ay Ibrahima je nyaado le mo nyama la jato be nyame ngana abe tembeda mento fa amam femfo wo fananto bangala korosiroto
Ala crossroad wala indi ko mo mera yatra jabu kumbol ga salam kula kata rek ya jonko nda mantra fambun.
His observation is that when you find somebody in that situation crying and squatting, you could tell that he's been put into some things that are not under his liking. He was not under him controlling himself.
Can you just elaborate more on that so that we can understand what you mean?
ako foisi woto seneyandi do bandi mpurun sa faham kumo koto momenti ko faye Ibrahima tara tembeda men
Fama Ibrahima tara ba jongo dorine.
He said he found Ibrahima squatted
Abu kumola
and he was crying. Yes.
Did it look like he was being punished?
fo amuluntele bang ya kulunya le mabang menketa tajriyati
wala punishment ale mo tradula de bo ma ala halola salam ko biro amanta fan sawala.
That is the punishment. If you find someone in that situation, obviously you can tell that that is not something they are doing as far as something that they will for themselves.
Can you tell us what happened after your father left the fire service that day?
akobitum foisi tenten ya fonye bring fama bota fire service wolungula mune nata bula wonoma mune keta.
Okay, come fama bro yo wera sete sogono.
When my father left that evening, he returned home.
So Ibrahima na sogono.
Then Ibrahima came home. But he said he came home looking very tired.
Because I even kurdo for
such that even to zip his trousers, he was unable to. He said that the guys punished him. He said whether a cement bag, that he was made to carry that. Because one of his hands was not very strong. So he disturbed them a lot in the night in the house after he was released. So in that situation, he was taken to the hospital.
So another banjel.
And that was where he died.
Do you remember how he came back home? Because you mentioned that he looked very tired. Do you remember how Ibrahim actually came home? Who brought him?
Kafo hakilo sibulala Ibrahima sela nan sokono ala manakibo wa Kenya balu abetembeda jumale to utumo fodum wayre yenyum foko kabe batarin na duniyaje salon kabe batarin ne fo mosala ko fono nyadi la be tembeda ben to be sela nan sokono to mumen
I would like because the scenario and after Yamin Soko.
He came tired, but I cannot shed more light on how he came.
Yes, we understand that this is information that you were being given by your father. Is that correct?
Ako muto nyalti kato nyimfaha mutale ko kibaro membe iteba fokan ifama le yokumulu foyi.
Yes.
And what other information did your father give you about the condition that Ibrahim was? I understand he was exhausted. He looked like he was very weak. But what about the condition of his physical body? Did he tell you anything about that?
Ako kola fukibar do bijele bang ifa mem foye Ibrahim la Kenya to kabiringa balajato la karola katu ko abe sela non tumo menna abe bataring andungo tumo amunta momen firo banta be damin fodum wo be Kenya keta nyamin fo ita fanana ala makangulu to fa kuma do fo ne me yalon ko lekita Ibrahim la kolu Kenyati bira seta nan wotumo
Ibrahim krala sura ma fansuro no badala bagale.
When he came home, he was not himself. He was very tired. He could not even button his trouser or zip his trouser. People had to assist him. And he was constantly crying. That this is what my father narrated.
You also mentioned that one of Ibrahim's hands was not very good. Can you please explain that more for us?
Ko yim fanam ko Ibrahima bulu kilimo mambete yawo mu kumeri neti wala fo isya Kenya fonye ne o keta nyamen.
Okay, alo bulo amara bulo len.
That hand was his left hand.
Football so another boy bulo katita.
They were playing football and he fell and broke his hand. And after that hand was not strong. Even if you see the hand, you could tell that the hand once had a problem. But that happened a long time ago before this incident.
Did you see Ibrahim before he passed away?
Akofo Ibrahim jele bang janning abe fala o watola.
The 2 days still full not family visit
I came on a family visit.
Almost media for 6 days.
I was there for almost 6 days.
So Makati.
So I was supposed to return to Makati. It was I was to go back the following day, and in the evening.
$150.
I met with him that evening in the house, and he told me to assist him with $150.
Picnic next week.
That they had a picnic the following week. I said to him, I don't have that money with me. You waited until I'm about to leave tomorrow, and now you are requesting for this money?
So $100.
So I gave him $100. So the next morning, I went home.
How did he appear to you? How did he appear to you at that point?
Ako tembo na betalala tumumeng abe nyadi le ala hadamayato.
He had nothing, no problem at all, no headache, nothing. His health was okay.
So just kindly tell us what happened after he passed away.
Saying bitong isa satan yang wairi te futata jele yata e bade okay ko ma saying wo be kol nata bula nyadi bula nyono ma nyadi le ya satan yang wonya. Ako wairi te nata le yata hani bade o fanga kete koma so kolu nata bula nyono ma nyamin ite futata nje kola lafta yole fanan satan nye fon salon kolu kete nyamin.
And say mad no famde.
Hani yalo ite nata le iko yatar le bade okay. Yo silang kolu nata bula nyono ma nyamin brite futata je ye kolu tar nyamin. Saying alafta yoto le fonyeng ye kulu taraje nyamin sokono kulu belari nyokom nyamin alafta yole fonye ye kulu tara sokono nyamin
ye kan sokono ngumul tara shari gam defrata mo be shari ngelde.
When I got to get home, I found many people.
Kumbol kita bolbe boyna yana.
People were crying, some were falling there and here and there.
Can you tell us what the reaction of your father was to Ibrahim's death?
Ako ifama fang Ibrahim la saya alifa yata nyadile.
Kadam fama di sunu balde.
It was a source of great sadness for my father.
Ibrahim kada dinne fama yakanu bake.
Because Ibrahim is someone that my father loved so much.
After
that, my father lost a lot of his composure. Until that led to a sickness for him.
Yes.
It led to his death.
When did your father pass away?
Akoy fa banta wati jumale.
Okay, mfama ba ni Ibrahim la ba sanji flow sorol sai sanji flow be temal dal.
About two years shortly after the death of my brother.
And how did Ibrahim Bari's mother react to his death?
Ibrahim Bari bama fanang ay Ibrahim la sayata nyadile.
O fana ku kilo de bama sasa bama moyal fana minyo bama fonta grawta fam.
Same thing, sickness, loss of composure. In fact, the mother's situation was even worse. Because that happened, and within a year, the mother died.
And you're saying that the death of Ibrahim's mother and father were a direct cause of the circumstances leading to Ibrahim's death.
Ako amunta ifama aning Ibrahim Bama ila saya abe mosafono Ibrahim la saya fangole sababu ya sabu fo beketa fo mosa ajeno wala nyama bang.
Ni wa fa wa sababu be mo wolde.
If anyone is to say it, that is the reason.
And how did you react to Ibrahim's death? What was your relationship with Ibrahim?
Ite fango ye Ibrahim la saya ta nyadile ite fango ne Ibrahim temo be nyadile wotumo.
I felt it so much because we have a lot of things that we do together. He shows his he respected me so much. Even if he's about to do something, I am the one that they usually call. And I am the one who used to sit him down and advise him. His death caused me a lot of sadness. It disturbed me a lot. So me, even before it took a year, that sadness got into me so much. But through the help of God, nothing happened to me.
And can you describe how Ibrahim was as a child? Would you describe him as a mischievous child, a stubborn child, or well-behaved child?
Ako Ibrahim ala dindi ya wuce okono ite safono nyadile dindi ngulo men kumujata bang wala dindi ngulo men kangojata wala dindi non men sono yata hadama yata ite sa ala kulu fono nyadile.
Ibrahim ka dindi Ibrahim ma kansoto.
He was not the troublesome type. He was a well-behaved child. Nobody can talk about his stubbornness. I have never experienced that, or nobody has ever come to the house to complain about his stubbornness. So Ibrahim was a child that was well-behaved, and he respects and honors his elders. In my house, nobody has ever come to complain about Ibrahim's attitude.
After Ibrahim died, did the authorities do anything to those who were responsible for his death?
During Ibrahim Banta, silang man sakundala karola nyaton kolu fo ye kule ke bang wala ye kuta mandila bang Ibrahim ala saya kola.
They did nothing about it.
Did your family report the matter to the police?
Fodung Allah dimbaya mulu badi mulu ya kumo futandile police olu mabang.
No,
I am not aware.
Can you tell me whether the fire service personnel, if anything happened to them?
so wo fire service olu men Ibrahima fa fodum ila londo to kuketa wululale bang
At that time, I came to hear that some were under custody. But after that, I did not hear anything about them again.
So it is correct that the authorities did know about Ibrahima's death and the circumstances relating to it.
Muto nyalti ko nyaton kolu menu marta kola e bota Ibrahima la saya kalamale ya lonne menketa kolu tamata wala nyama.
Ya kalamtale.
Yes, they were aware.
After Ibrahima died in March 2000, can you remember if anything happened around April 2000?
Spring Ibrahima fata March karo kono 2000 fo isibo nyin kalama bang April karo kono 2000 fo ku ketale bang.
Wokola nara moiko warinde muta bolongono.
Yes, after that, after a short while, I returned back to the provinces.
Then
I came to hear that at the Westfield, that students converged there, that they were going to conduct a demonstration, and that someone came to die there, that one of the students was shot and killed. Even in Makati, where I was, the students also had a demonstration there.
Do you know why they were demonstrating?
Yes, the reason is because of the death of Ibrahima.
Can you tell us what happened? Where were you posted? Sorry, where were you posted?
Makati.
In Makati?
Did anything happen in Makati in particular?
Ako Makati sato yoto je foku ketale je fanambang.
Yes.
Please tell us what happened.
Because the students also had a demonstration there. At the Gamtel, where they also touched. They also cut off the rope of the ferry. Yes.
You mentioned that they touched Gamtel. I mean, I don't know if it's true, the interpretation. What do you mean by that?
They
broke places, broke the door. And they also destroyed the telephone booths that were there.
Are you referring to any particular students from any school?
Akofo is afono talibe jumanyol le mballa bota karambu jumanyol le to.
Amite dinol.
These were the students of Amitage.
Did anything happen in Birkama? Was there any protest in Birkama where Ibrahima died?
Ako Birkama sate ofanto Ibrahima fata damim fo taliboli nyi nyom mama kewto le fanam bang ila kara ila londoto.
Ante lumene mbafta yogolo ya mama onke lumene kama na bolonkono kana sangadula.
The day that I came from the provinces coming for the burial, there was a protest.
You did mention that. I am talking about the 10th and 11th of April 2000, around that time. Did anything in particular happen in Birkama?
Ako abe April karotil tangole ma anen karotil tanin kilingo 2000 sa kono Birkama sa do kono ko misal kama talibol foyo nyom mamman ko jele wala ku keta jele bang.
Because I
cannot say that because after the whole burial, I returned back to the provinces.
Did you receive any information to suggest that the protesters came to your family compound to see your family members?
Fo iman kibaru soto fananka foko balanna lu talibo lu men yo mammanke fo inatale alla korda fangoto bang pour kana je ke la balambaya ni la kamfa itani fo manna alla soto bang.
Okay,
yes, I got that information. They said they came there.
Do you know what they came to do there?
Just to express their condolences to the family.
Can you tell us if you know what happened to some of the students that were protesting in the different parts of the country that you mentioned?
First, if I'm following Yanafanang, Talibol la Carola, Kato Talibolu Yamamonke Dinkra Jamal Leto Bangkokan, for low Mamonkono, for isini Moy, Kafo Kuketa Talibol Lale Dinkral to Katabang, for isi Fanang Fahamule ya for no Yabang.
Okay, Makata.
For the one in Makati,
You do some prison to jail.
some were taken to the prison there.
What about the other parts of the country? Do you know what happened to students there?
Bankola Karakotengola la fue iseni moy for menketa talibol la dinkral to kata fo isa kuma moy bang.
Yebun kilo.
I heard that some were shot,
Baramata kono.
some got injured,
Kono.
some died,
Leptanoto.
some were at the hospital.
And those that were taken to prison in Makati, can you tell us the name of the prison?
Yemenu samba kaso la makati isa fo no nye kaso jumale modi.
Janjambure prison.
This was the Janjambure prison.
Do you know if the proper procedure was applied to these students who were taken to Janjanbureh prisons?
Foya lon bang ye kulu tamandi nyame ye kaitole dada ni be mo mutala koy ni anta mutala menni silo tata foye mutawo sila tilindi ngole kambanka foye mutaye kuleke ka ila kaitole dada fodum ye muta nyadile
Ni omanke ni sila tilindi manta.
No, it was not in line with procedure.
As a police officer, can you tell us what the proper procedure would have been before you take anybody to prison, let alone children?
Yo sayang ala yake itafa mu police old ni ni be mo mutala ala muto kake nyamen anin sart men ni sarto tata nyola so police o bonye nyoto nyin dindingulu ta keta nyamen sako dindingo ina mano mutaka samba kasola sarto li kumalle fa anyanta kala nyamen fo anyanta kala nyaadi le katu itafa mu police old
Dino la Carola.
On the side of the young men,
Any be kukele follow.
before you do anything,
Kala wulula kumandi.
you have to call the parents.
Niala wulula kumandi.
After you call the parents,
Afai na kataraji wala ba sa taraji.
it's either the father or the mother is there.
Yala kuma kama tawul nyala.
You take his or her statement in their presence,
Ani luwa fina tumi menna.
and also the accusations leveled against the individual.
Obe na kasada wulula nyala.
All those have to be narrated and explained to the parents present.
Dino ko katawul nyama.
This is what you do if it is a case of a child,
Yani be sambala kasor.
before you take them before the courts.
And in the case of a child, after you take them to court and they are found wanting, which prison are they normally taken to?
dindingol la karola ningo nyongo keta ye samba hanfo ye kitindi misali kama folua ye muta inyante samba la kaso jumale la wotembo
Juvenile prison, member Joshua.
The juvenile prison in Joshua.
Do you know if Janjanbureh prison is a juvenile prison?
ako fodum yalon ne bang Janjanbureh yo bunda fanan sotole ka dindingolu samba kasola dame ka fadame juvenile prison to babu count
Imbe kala wato mena Janjanbureh bang juvenile prison soto.
At the time that this incident occurred, Janjanbureh prison did not have a juvenile wing.
So it is correct to say that these children were being interrogated without their parents being present. They were not charged for any offense, were not taken to court, but rather taken to an adult prison, which was not even also appropriate in those circumstances.
amonta ye nyindindi ngulumata tumo menna sarto ya fanya ye nyinin kale i wulula lutije ye kolu tamandi menni sarto lumanta nyola wokola ye muta ye samba kaso la ke balu nyanta tala kaso menna kolu be manta silola ime kitindi fananke samba kiti bundala ye mutale dro ye samba ke ba kasola adungo fanamu kuleti me yalonko anin sartol manta nyola ko luaya fa nyamin fo bitung keta wole nyama bang
Wala keta.
Yes, that was what happened.
Do you know Which of the authorities or security forces that actually took these children to prison?
Foya lon na bang police bang wala army ba wala na kanto nin tankada do kulalu jumanyo le nyin dindingul mutake sambaka sola.
So soldier.
It was the soldiers.
In your experience as a police officer, would that be the normal procedure for soldiers to take inmates to prison or convicted people to prison?
Fodu nkato ite famu police wolti ila jero ni londo to fodu woni silol tata le sojaroli e din molu muta sako dindingulu ke mutawo nyadoron ke sambaka sola fodu wala musiloti bang.
No, that is not the procedure. That is not even their responsibility.
Whose responsibility is it?
That
is the work of the policemen.
Just to conclude, can you just tell us the impact Ibrahim's death has had on your family as well as the community of Birkama, and if you know what impact in general it has had all over the country?
Fobitung purkana kumolu bang Ibrahim la saya keta nyaming ay munesi ite kumuning alla dimbaya luning alla korda moluma aning jama mulu menu be kabirim Birkama sate okono fokata banko karo bela alla saya nya alla ko lanya mu mantora le si moluma banko kan.
Ibrahim Saya,
the death of Ibrahimo, it was it's a setback for the family, our neighbors, and the entire country. Because for a young person like that to die is something that is very painful. To die like that without any offsprings, there is nothing you left behind. That can be remember you tomorrow. And if you had a child, no matter what the situation is, so once in a while people will say, this is the late so-and-so's child. But if you don't have that, sometimes people forget about your issue. So Ibrahim's issue is a very sad one. It even made so that even my parents, they came to experience a lot of hardship at the time. They suffered a lot. My father used to sit and be talking to himself sometimes. Keeps talking to himself just like that. And even had high blood. And that led eventually to his death. And that saddened me a lot. Saddened me a lot. A child such as Ibrahima, just to depart like that, nothing he has left behind. Even his youth, he has not completed it in any way. What he was to become tomorrow, no one can tell. And it's a sad thing for this country.
To date, do you know if anybody has been held responsible for what happened to Ibrahima Barry?
Fokana bula bila. Foisi bunyin kala mabang. Ye mo sotole memuta wala kaf mo tumi ka foko. Nyille mu sababu timenkata Ibrahima la sayat.
Sababu wala.
Yes, there's a reason for it.
Fire official.
Because they said it was the fire officers.
And Ibrahima found out from a fire official.
And Ibrahima himself said to my father that it was the fire officers. And he told my younger brothers. So there's a reason for it.
Inata mo mutale ka fobong nyile nyimbaro ke wala ye mutumi ka fa ka foko nyile Ibrahima Barry fa wala kusina ke imari wolula fo isi bo kala mabang.
I have not seen it with my own eyes, but I used to hear that some people were being arrested.
Do you know if they were ever tried or were they actually held responsible in a court of law for what they did?
fo manyin kibaro moy walla ka bo kala makko fo nyim molu mutale ye kitindi ilaw baro kam bang walla kana foko nyille mu moluti menno keta sababoti men keta ibrahima la sayati fo kusina tama ila kuoto fo imam wo bo kalama
kala ya ni kitindi mba kalam da bandi family member do baro manke.
Whatever the situation was, if at all they had gone to court, I would have been aware of that because I'm a family man.
So are you saying that, as far as you know, they were not taken to court?
amonde la ko moy nyina firanko itela londo to ima nyimmolu kitindi fereng
non londo ta ba amanta kitela fereng.
It's not in by what I know, by what I am aware of. I'm certain that this court case never took place. They were not taken to court.
Has the government ever apologized to your family or compensated you for the loss of your brother?
Fodum man sakunda natale purkana ali bolo sai walla kali buluma sai walla kali dani yamfola birinyin ko keta walla purkana ka kuke kana sanga kontonga la ka kuke dimbayale ibrahima la saya kama fofana manke ban
wala mo sodo manke fana.
That never happened.
How do you and your family feel about the students who came out on the 10th and 11th of April to demonstrate about your brother's passing away? How does that make you feel?
Ako dindingulu mennu fintita April karotil tang anin karotil tan nin kilimo kanela kalam kamfada ni la balamba da yitandi Ibrahim la saya kunya la karola so wo itayata nyaadile wo yetike nyaadile adunte sondo mola nyaadile yedindingul la wo je nyaadile
What the suno mo kono bagaldi
That got into me a lot.
What Ibrahim asunde fire service
Because the death of Ibrahim, those responsible were the fire officers. And after that, nothing came out of it.
How do you feel that students actually died and some were injured, all because of the fact that they got up or they stood up for your brother?
Ako yenyinta nyaadile ite aje nyaadile ko nyintali bolu menu findita teng dolu baramata dolu fata adu nyimbe I wulta I lota pour I doma la kuole kamma so sa en wala o kebaro ite woje nyaadile ani wo talibolu fon la ko yata nyaadile
asabobe katan doma la kuolti.
The reason for all of this was because of my brother.
Funa suno warta bakale.
The sadness is too much.
Because
we are talking about one, and then another one happened, which was even more intense than the first one. That sadness is a great sadness. It also is even made it such that people began to forget about my own brother's issue.
And as a police officer, how do you feel about the way service personnel, including the police and the army, dealt with the students on the 10th and 11th of April 2000?
Ako wairi ita famu polisol nin sojarol ina tamanya menke talibol April karotil tang anin karotil tan nin kilingo ita fango nata silang yewoje nyaadile
wo fitno asembo wata bakale landa tambo kete jele.
That aggression was too much. It was uncalled for.
Because
many people lost their lives, some got wounded, some were paralyzed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Barry. We have come to the end of your testimony. I will now hand over to the commissioners who might have questions for you, and then they might allow you to say a few words. Thank you. Mr. Chairman, over to you.
Inumbara bake Mr. Barry mbe jaila iwakilta isonta inata yenna nyininkarolu jabi commission to jang silang abela kuosa undila kadi commissional la inila nyatonko nimme nyininkari soto ise nyininka nduo fananko la natara kumabe fananda ilafta kumu kumfala menna kadi ya mubanko molie ifanansioke ukola aseita koteke ayenumbara ila songo kankana jang abaraka.
Thank you very much, Emma Council, and thank you very much, Mr. Mbembabari, for your testimony. Commissioners, do you have any questions to ask?
ay council numbara ay tefana mbemba numbara bake Mr. Barry ay jay silan kotuta councilol lebul e commissional lebulu men ya lonko e be sirin fomo be sotul economy be nyinin kala silan wole tutaji.
Commissioner Imam C, you have the floor.
Commissioner Imam C wole lafte nyinin kala say.
Memba jërëjëf ci métit bi nga séedee nii.
Ako mbemba inumbara bake ise hakketu ye dimimu men taki.
Ibrahima Bari bu ñu waxee mbiram rek daay mel ni bis boobu la dee.
Ako Ibrahima Bari ni ala ko fu lolunding aka muntele ko wulum fon la fata.
Naka di ñop.
Aka kuya mobele.
Li ma doon laaj mooy ticcam bi nga xamante ne moo sabab lu lii.
Ako silabe men ñinin kala karamundo moro ticcam men fango keta sababoti fonyim be keta.
Moom itam naka la mujjee ak nguur gi.
O ticca ani ñing banko man sakunda na tala bañaadi le.
ñaareel bi ndax itam sa papa xamoon na lu ko boolee ticcam bi ba kooku yóbbu ko fire service.
Ako ko la fanam fo ifama nata ñin lonne men keta sababoti men dunta Ibrahima ni wo ticca tema han fo wo ticca fanam be wulla kata Ibrahima Samba fire service.
ñetteel bi biñ ko baxee moo yóbbu boppam ba ci kër gi wala ñoom ñoo ko yóbbu foofu.
Wo kola o be kola Ibrahima fangole nata saynan suwo kono a fayi a damma fo ɗum fire service le fangole ya sayindinan suwo kono akaɓe wole ñinin ka kanno.
Okay. Ibrahima ndeje sinana me asambo suwo jeman senama bake.
It's not clear to me how he returned home.
Alin tija fana ko na labanya ma felo njeko.
And also, what became of the teacher is also not very clear to me. Yes.
Sa papa kamoon na lu ko jotee ak teacher bi itam.
Okay, teacher bi so am fama mo saranye.
My father did not narrate that part to me.
Ate men saranye wala indiko.
What he said to me it was that
Abu Marcel to
he was in the market.
Ya kumanu ko ate dangu fire for Ibrahim TL about Yasamba fire service.
And he was called to answer that Ibrahim had a problem with one of the teachers and he was taken to the fire station. What happened between him and the teacher? He did not tell me that.
Yalla ko yalla jegal yóbbu ko ajana.
Ako alama alay nemanin kafarka Ibrahima fu ala sa samba arjana.
Thank you. If there are no further questions, Mr. Barry, if you have any concluding remarks to make, please proceed. I see you shaking your head. Does that mean that you're not making any concluding remarks? Or do you have remarks to make?
Ako silang inumbara bake ila janna kana jabiro la jang. Bari hanim be nyim bijele natara ifana yok makan soto. Ibe la fila mem fola moliye, ibe la fila men sata la jang. Isa ke nole. Bara nyim fuka ajebe kuma jijala fodum wala nyindi ko malla fi kuma fala bang.
Sorry, Mr. Barry, are you okay? We've just observed that he has a headache. I'm sorry about that. I'm sure we will conclude very quickly. He wants to go. Okay, we'll give him a few moments. I don't know if we're coming back, Mr. Chairman. Oh, he doesn't?
If he doesn't have any remarks, some concluding remarks to make, we will end the meeting. And, or do you have remarks to make? I'm not sure. Are you looking?
Chairman ka men fola nyindi wala ibe kuma kum fala men natara kay kuma beda ilafta men fola banko moliye isa fono bari hanimbi natara ibe condition ibe tembeda men to man la fi fem fola fanan tanati je.
Mr. Chairman, I believe, you see, there's something. I don't know if you would like me to confer with him and just make sure that he doesn't want to give a final statement. Very well.
Mr. Chairman, I believe now would be a good time to adjourn because we have concluded and the witness is no longer coming back. Yes.
Counsel, he's not coming back at all. I just want to make sure that we conclude.
Yes, I don't believe he's in a state to come back, so I think it's best to conclude.
So that's the end of Barry's testimony.
That is the end of
Thank you.
his testimony.
And we have another witness lined up.
Indeed, we do.
Thank you very much. We will take a 30-minute break and come back at 12. 12:45. Thank you very much. Meeting's adjourned.
We'll come back when?